South Philadelphia, Wells Fargo Center. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, channeling the spirit of our founding fathers, there's a future here in Philadelphia.
Well, after 4 years of tanking, they finally have generational talent. Look out for these guys. They're on the up and up.
As Sixers fans, it's been worth the wait, and we're ready to go. The wait is over in this one. Won by the Miami Heat. Jay, sometimes it's not just the Heat that does opponents in Miami.
I've been a victim to this multiple times when we have played the Heat, and I think other franchises from cold cities have been the same. There's a reason why the Miami Heat have such an advantage down here on South Beach. You catch them on an off night, it's rare that opposing teams are ready to play.
Embiid said,
"Whoa! Get that out of here!"
Message sent, Jay. Waiters. Dragic. Anthony with the rebound. To Simmons. Fires the three. His first effort off the mark. Waiters to Richardson. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Off the mark. No good. To Embiid. Knocks it down from mid-range.
There's a natural tendency when you guard a right dominant hand player to send him left. But for a guy who's a good mid-range shooter, that's wrong. His pace dribble is his left hand. Force him to go right and know that the chances are higher of him trying to drive and attack the rim. That's knowing the scouting.
Butler knocks down the three. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day, that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
Dragic to Richardson. Tough make through traffic.
Just remember an old saying here, you're only as good as your last shot, and your last shot went in, so it's time to get going.
Simmons with it. 8-2 our score. To Anthony. Butler. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you got to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
To Waiters. Here comes the screen. Blocked by Embiid.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Waiters. Snared by Embiid. Butler to bring it up. The lead stands at 9. From long range. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. He'd have the basketball. Dragic to Whiteside. Now a pass stolen by the Sixers. To Anthony. Lets it fly from long range. Textbook Melo. Hand in his face. Lets it fly and scores. Knowing Carmelo Anthony, the competitor, you know he wants to do the same things as he was doing 5 years ago. Can he?
Well, the answer easy is no. Your mind is telling you yes, but your body is saying the exact opposite. The next step for Carmelo Anthony is to understand that he needs to keep it simple. He's a catch-and-shoot player, help provide spacing and open up that lane for other players to attack.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Into the game for the Miami Heat, number 25, Derrick Rose.
Got it.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Sixers control it. Butler to Fultz. Going to launch beyond the arc. Markelle Fultz forcing that one there. Well defended. Rose into the front court. Down a dozen. And he's fouled. And he earns a trip to the line.
Hey, look. Sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Derrick Rose at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 82%. Off the mark on the first free throw. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Butler to Redick. Beyond the arc for 3. Now that's a contest.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Fultz into the front court. His team on top by 8. To Redick. Fires the 3. That's how you defend.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
Whiteside. Too much contact. And free throws coming.
Okay. Hacking does still exist. Might be setting the tone for the second half here.
Hassan Whiteside. A couple of free throws on the way. Not the best career mark, 62%. And hits the first free throw.
For the Philadelphia 76ers, number 32.
No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Butler into the front court. Shot clock turned off as they get a chance to build their lead. Fultz. It takes a lot to keep this young man under wraps. Markelle Fultz still scores.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. That's it for the first quarter. The 76ers have the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter.
Team reaches 100 points and wins tonight. Everyone gets free pizza.
Butler to Anthony. 4-3. Oh, if you're a fan, you love the will and the want. Richardson. To Smith. Ish Smith. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Trying to cash in. The shot missed by Smith. to Richardson. For three. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Sixers have the basketball. Butler drills the three.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Ish Smith to Richardson. To Whiteside.
And the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
Butler can't connect. Now a drive, but the shot won't fall. Another shot stays out. To Redick. And 2 points to the board.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Now the Heat going to use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
For the Miami Heat, number 25.
Knocked loose. Sixers have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Gets it in the left corner. Butler. No good. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
It's the Heat with the possession. To Richardson. Rose picked up by Carmelo Anthony. Here comes the screen. Rose to Richardson.
2 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Hassan Whiteside. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Simmons to Butler. Here's a chance from long range. Off the mark. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
I love stories like Josh Richardson's. A mid-second round pick in the 2015 draft, and he had to scrape and claw every inch of the court to make the team. Now, 2 years later, he finds himself in a starting role on the playoff team. That's called the American dream. And you can expect that same dog mentality in this game tonight.
Simmons to Butler. Fires the three. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Derrick Rose, 3 for 3 in this first half.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Simmons to Butler. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Missed it. Miami with the basketball. Has a look. It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay.
I know these mishaps happen defensively, but sometimes this can be the best thing for an offensive player who maybe hasn't found his rhythm yet. Don't let him get going.
Simmons. From long range. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer, so it's going to stay with Miami. New blood coming in for both sides.
Entering the game for the 76ers, number 20, Markelle Fultz.
That misses with 2 seconds to go. That's it for the first half. It's the Sixers out in front.
Thanks, Ed.
The 76ers are feeling comfortable at the halfway mark. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible. And if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. These are the guys getting buckets for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Heat have dug themselves a bit of a hole after 2 quarters, and someone needs to step up offensively if they plan to win this game. Not a single player has gotten into double digits yet. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Miami Heat.
Game track. Steals.
The Miami Heat are trailing so far, and that's mostly due to sloppy ball handling. The ball security needs to improve if they want to stay competitive in this matchup. The lack of ball control was apparent in the opening quarter.
Player of the half.
Butler did a great job of reading the defense and exploiting the opportunities where he can make the most damage. He's definitely feeling it.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Simmons over to the right side. Butler misfires. It's no good.
Give the defense some credit here. He killed them in the first half, driving and scoring at will. But now, it's lockdown time.
Wide open look won't go.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still, you got to make that one.
Embiid to Anthony. Lets it fly from long range. Yes.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Dragic into the front court. His guys down by 9. Waiters to Dragic. Waiters. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
To Simmons. Going to launch beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Whiteside. Dragic with it. The margin standing now at 7. He was hacked. They let it go. Josh Richardson, he's 3 for 7.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Shot clock winding down. Butler. It's no good. Shot's not going down.
In the first half, he pretty much made every single shot. It was magical to watch. But now that you have drawn so much attention, try to get your teammates more involved.
Simmons to Butler. Has a chance. The shot by Butler, no.
And if I'm on the defensive end, this is where I apply more pressure. I want to make sure this guy does not get going in the second half.
Josh Richardson and Carmelo grabs the rebound. To Butler. Beyond the arc for 3. Not getting the bounce. Dragic to Waiters. Return label included.
The offense might want to adjust here. That's his 4th block of the evening. Cut him.
Butler to Simmons. Butler won't go down.
People do not realize the brilliance of the coaching in this league. The small adjustments made defensively has made all the difference in the second half.
And Josh Richardson knocks down a wide open look.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the 3.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Fultz to Anthony. Fires the 3. He has certainly been on target from downtown. He's 4 of 5 from 3-point range.
Let me tell you why. He's been receiving his passes on time and on target. Give the passer some credit in this scenario as well.
To Waiters. Hits. Ish Smith to Whiteside. Hassan Whiteside. He's now 4 for 6.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shots. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
He knocks it down. Jay, as key a move as you'll find in the NBA.
And it is the new age triple threat. It does 2 things. Number 1, it creates distance in a hurry. Number 2, when you're stepping east to west while maintaining your dribble, which is a difference maker, it throws a defender off because now he's at your mercy and he's off balance.
And it just may be, Jay, the biggest threat late in the shot clock.
Especially if you add a hesitation to the move, or if you look at the rim, you'll most time have the defender jumping out of the shoes.
We wish defenders all the best in this game defending that. To Redick. 4-3. Defenders could lose sleep with this guy. J.J. Redick, well defended, still knocks it down.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing.
To Waiters. 5 to shoot for Miami. Waiters. Smith Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Fultz. It takes a lot to keep this young man under wraps. Markelle Fultz still scores.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the three.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down. Deep three at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. The 76ers have the lead. So the Heat will have it to start this fourth and final quarter. And a lot of people might not have expected this to be a one-score game this late. But wait, Jay, we have ourselves a ball game.
Ed, I've been in this situation so many times as a team that's been the favorite. You expect to win the ball game, and then all of a sudden you find yourself in the middle of a true battle. This looks like it could be anybody's game right now.
Redick with it. Lead is 2. For 3, knocks it down, and the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
The most important part for the offensive player is to create space. If you can create space, you can find your rhythm, and that's what we saw.
J.J. Redick with a chance at a 4-point play for his career 89%. Three-pointer plus a free throw on that trip. To Smith. Here's a chance from long range. Ooh, he'll take that.
And your big is the one making that happen. Every time he's involved in a PNR, he's slipping it, forcing that guy from the weak side to come down and help. Quick skip passes equal threes in the bank.
Markelle Fultz to Redick. Fires the 3, knocks it down, and the foul. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
And body controls everything, especially on the defensive side of the floor. That was a great contest up top, but your body hit him on the way down. That's a foul every time.
J.J. Redick with a chance at a 4-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw good. He's able to polish off the 3-point play. To Smith. Here comes the screen. Shot by Smith, off the mark. The follow won't go either. To Fultz. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Markelle Fultz forcing that one there. Well defended. To Smith. And he throws it down. Big finish for Hassan Whiteside.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. From long range. Not that time. Miami's got it. That's blocked by Johnson.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia. That's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with 1 remaining.
You know, Ed, usually in timeouts, you see coaches give these rah-rah speeches. And what happens is it goes through the players left ear and out the right. They don't pay attention. I've been a part of those huddles. What I just saw, though, I saw a coach snap a clipboard. No doubt about it. He has his team's attention.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes. To Simmons. Oh, Ben Simmons. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Dragic with the basketball. The deficit now up to 5. Lets it fly from long range, and the rebound pulled down by Simmons. That'll be out of bounds. Simmons the last to touch. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
Philadelphia 76ers. Number 7, Carmelo Anthony. And number 22, Wilson Chandler.
Dragic into the front court. 5-point game. Goran Dragic. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Butler to Anthony. Going to launch beyond the arc. That one off the mark. It's no good. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit. To Anthony. Beyond the arc for 3. Whiteside clears the board. Dragic with it. His guys down 3. To Waiters. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
And Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
Butler to Anthony. Fires the 3. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off 3-point shots.
To Waiters. 4-3. Sixers able to clear the rebound. Butler to Anthony. To Butler for 3. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Joel Embiid, very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Save 10% on all merchandise when you purchase 3 or more items at one of our arena stores. This offer is only valid during today's game, so take advantage of this great opportunity.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Rose. Dragic matched up with Jimmy Butler. To Rose. Waiters. Nice pass to set things up.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Butler to Redick. Butler. Not that time. He missed it. Waiters. Terrific vision. Derrick Rose. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
That's what you like. That rip through right into the shot. That's smooth.
Have to respect all elements of his game. Ruling is there was intent. It's an intentional foul.
Okay, now look over to the sideline and see what the staff is trying to draw up on the next play. That's good clock management thus far.
And now the intentional foul. They'll stop it with 14 seconds left in the game.
This is why teammates love him. Yeah, that was an aggressive play, but you're also sending a message, setting the tone. You can't half-step on that.
First try at the line, no good. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. We get a whistle and a timeout here for Miami. They're going to have to draw something up for an open look at a three. Waiters. And it's Butler with the rebound. Joel Embiid. That's now 4. He hasn't missed. Late heave to beat the buzzer. The Sixers are victorious as they take care of business at home. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers edged out a close victory in today's game. And how could I not mention all the shots they blocked in this one? You can see the confidence grow with each one, and it really fed into their success as a team. It was a pretty standout way to win. The Heat must be devastated after such a close loss. The way they shot the ball was outstanding, but even still, it wasn't enough to get the result they wanted. More often than not, you're going to win games when you shoot the ball as well as they did here today. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Miami Heat.
Game track. Field goals.
Neither of these teams were able to make much of an impact on defense. As you can see here, they were each pretty successful with some efficient scoring.
Player of the game.
Carmelo Anthony read the defense perfectly, and his teammates reaped the benefits with easy baskets.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
This is what the future holds for the Philadelphia 76ers. That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.